It's like the case of the receding hairline. I have to go so far down just to see any little bit of my hair. Hello, everyone. We're just gonna play for a couple hours today. Nothing crazy, but I had the time. I've been enjoying it. Seems like people have been enjoying it. So I thought we would play some more Disco Elysium today. Follow up on how we'd been going beforehand. Now, right there, right? Yep, cool. But yeah, and just in case people can't make a regular like a bonus stream on a Friday, it won't be too long so that people that miss it won't miss too much. But we will make some progress today for sure. There is no doubt about that. Interesting. So, as always, welcome back to Disco Elysium. We made some actual tangible progress yesterday. We've gotten it to the point where the crime scene makes sense. We've got a lot of suspects. And I've got what I think is a good theory, but I'm not sure. We're following up on finding this lady driver who's the unofficial 8th member of the Hardy Boys. We'll call her Nancy Drew for now, shall we? She's tied to the case in some way. My guess is, due to the facts, the deceased either tried to or did rape her. And in retaliation, either she or the Hardy Boys killed him. Now everyone's covering for it because in pretty much all minds around here it was a justified act. Even in my mind, it seems like that would be a justified act. I don't know if it's going to be as simple as that. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes related to the unions versus the wild pines. And of course, we need to add even more beauty, not just to this wall, but to the whole world, because now we are art cop, art critic extraordinaire. We are also a heckin' superstar, so we're doing great, is all I'm saying. Oh man. No, this is excellent. Having a good time. Thought that said art co-op stream. Oh, no one wants to see an art co-op stream. They'd love to see a stream just from Chell, but not co-op. My art is stick figures, and even then, they would be misinterpreted. Nah, Chelsea isn't in and around today. She's still out doing school stuff. However, as we left off, we are going to check out this lorry, which belonged to the lady driver. See if it's tied to the contraband we've been looking for. Along with if we can see if it ties the girl to anything. This is the one our man pointed to. Well, let's just peek in the window for now. Glass on the side window is tinted, covered in dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat, 2 steering levers. Sure it's locked. Yep. So, let's use the key. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabinet inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. Admire the posters, because we are art cop. Yes. Feature starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, teens, even the 90s of last century. I kind of wonder what that smell is. Sweet juniper-scented perfume. More tools to steal? Oh yeah, I want all the tools. Study the centerfold. Starlet from the dawn of cinematography. Less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death. She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world. This has got to be a typo. With the amount of dialogue that's in this game. Pirate, I hope you are doing okay today. It's good to see you as always. Let's check out the radio. Does not work. There's so many radio stations saved on here. Strange. Must be over 100. What about Speeds Freaks FM? Is that one of the saved stations on there? Kim? No, that's on 78.9. He stops, coughing awkwardly. Raise your eyebrows. What? I happen to have committed the frequency to memory. I have no problem admitting that. Yes, of course, of course. Who would need that many radio stations for contacting a fleet of lorrymen? Shortwave, UW, UKV. Okay, so it's just a really big operation tool, but that suggests she's involved with the Union. 20-kilometer radius at least. What can we do with the radio, if anything? Nope. Okay. What else is there? Check the pedals, see if it... No, we need to check their shoes, right? We're looking for someone whose sole on the right foot is worn down. Piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip. Almost like her sole is rubbing off. Eh? I like that. I think this ties it to her. And I think that ties the theory I have that she was the one that was raped, and that's why they're not talking about it. And that's why he was lynched. Because there's no law here. The Union is the law, and the Union is the one that did the lynching, we assume, unless there's just some weird... I think it's a pretty straightforward case, unless there's going to... I assume there's going to be some twist, but that's what it seems to be. Hey, kitty, you want to come up? Plop on up? What a good cat. Our cat is perfectly healthy once again, so she's just as obnoxious now. She's back to her usual, very needy self. Isn't that right, Spookums? Yeah. And she was probably running the drug trade. Could keep drug trade a secret. But I think the entire Union, not the entire Union, but those jerks would probably... I can't imagine they wouldn't know if she was involved with them. No, we're not done. Pull out toolbox. Empty except for a folded newspaper. Okay, what's in it? A piece of paper falls out from its pages. Looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system. Never heard of it before. A new frequency. Intriguing. We got everything. A word, detective. Before we return to Joyce. Okay. What are you thinking, Kim?
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Sounds good. Honestly, I'm quite worried with what I've seen so far. And it seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. So it's possible that this crime scene just extends into something bigger with the Union, rather than it being kind of the end-all be-all of the story. Well-funded, major player must be financing it. I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's better to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. And last but not least, looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver. As we know, she was present at the lynching. So maybe the Union connection we've been searching for. Maybe it's actually the Pine people running this, not the Union. Could be. Could be. What about the movie posters? Yeah, there are a lot of women in there for Lady Driver's Cabin, but that could just be how she swings, so... yeah, they don't even talk about it. Don't think that's a big deal. It's got to be at least connected logistically. Don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them to other ends as extra ammunition. This game is great. I love it. I'm really glad I got it. It's really fun to stream and, you know, do all the voices. I mean, most of the voices are just my voice. But it's still fun to narrate and go through with you guys and see what happens. And it's weird and twisted and funny and dark and all that good stuff. A sexy voice it is. Look, man, if you notice something, this is the exact same stuff I was wearing yesterday. So all my voices is just an octave deeper because I barely slept last night because I was playing Pokemon, and then I watched the new Mandalorian episode, and then I streamed. Right now, I slept some too, mostly with Kitty. Pokemon any good? I'm enjoying it. I'm a Pokemon, buff. I'm somewhere between casual and hardcore, so I don't care enough about Dexit compared to a lot of other people. That's fine. That's a valid point. But there's 400 Pokemon in there, and I've only seen about 30 or I've seen about 50 of them over the past 7 hours. The new Pokemon so far are really good. I have found a handful of them, but I love them, especially the sheep and the corgi. Electric corgi, he's great. And I'm not super casual, so I also just don't care about like graphics or what it looks like. It looks fine. It looks like a Pokemon game. People say it doesn't look any better than the 3DS, but they really haven't taken a peek at a 3DS game in a while then. I think it looks really good. And I just really like hanging out and playing Pokemon games. Looks like the 3DS models. It definitely is upscaled. But it still is. Yeah. No denying that. But I'm the type that just likes hanging out and catching pokes and like exploring the new towns, listening to the new music. I mean, the stories, Pokemon, same thing as always. They have definitely the weakest team, but they're not the villains in this one. So, yeah. No, they have the wild area, which is wide open, open-ish world, and the one thing they took from Let's Go Pikachu that I wanted them to, they did, which is that Pokemon now roam the overworld, and they're like on the routes and stuff, so you can see and you can avoid them if you want to. So there's no more real random encounters. Occasionally there'll be like an exclamation mark over a grass like patch, and you can go at it, and it'll choose. So like some Pokemon you can only find in that, but they don't ever like some Pokemon will chase you, but it's really easy to avoid, and you know what you're gonna battle. So when you're looking for new Pokemon, it's really easy, and it makes the world feel more alive. I've only been to one big city, and I enjoyed it. I like the big cities in Pokemon games because it's cool seeing like what they decide. I don't know. I enjoy it so far. I'd probably give it like an 8.5 right now. In the first 6 or 7 hours that I've played. I've only gotten through one gym though, because I play really slow. So a solid Pokemon game, honestly. So far, so good. If anything super changes, I'll let you know. I'll let everyone know. But I've enjoyed it, for sure. If you had a Switch, you'd get it. I feel that. She's turned to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we're done for the day, call my station, suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation sometime later. We don't want to get caught up in that. The fact that one hasn't started actually gives me pause. An investigation, especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. I think it's corruption, Kim? Yeah. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. I kind of want to look into it. I want to bite off more than we can chew. We're a superstar cop. How could we not do this, It's our destiny. So yeah, I think a lot of people have valid points as to why they don't want it, but I knew those points going in, and I still enjoyed it. So it's not like world beating or anything. It's Pokemon. I haven't played one in a few years, and it's pleasant. The new Pokemon designs, I think, are pretty darn good for the most part from what I've seen so far. Again, limited impressions. Star Wars game's getting really good reviews too, but I don't think I'll get that until after Christmas. But we might stream that another time. Looking to the exclusives for the one I got. I only knew that Sirfetch'd was an exclusive for Sword, so I got Sword. That's all I cared about. The rest of the Pokemon I've never really looked up. None of the exclusives I haven't looked up. I looked up the starter evolutions. I've seen like 10 to 15 Pokemon that they revealed when they first revealed Sword and Shield, and then like Sirfetch'd and a couple others. That's it. Everything else is really new to me, which is great because I haven't had that in a while. Because I usually spoil myself on anything. Not like most media, I'll spoil myself for it because I'm impatient, and I want to learn stuff now. Is that the evolution for Farfetch'd or new one completely? Evolution. Yeah, it's straight up evolution. His leak turns into a lance that he can use. It's great. Alright, jam mystery solved. Level up. Yes, my eyes on the harbor sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? Yeah. Surveilling us, of course. One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. I'll give him a read on the entire corridor. In any case, it's relief to know that someone looked into it. If I may ask, will there be official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation. If there's an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand. Of course, detective, she says, her tone more cautious suddenly. In any case, you've held up your arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. Alright, tell me about it. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer, which was apparently so low that they wanted to send out security, which is great. They're an assassin? Probably. I tried to convince my employers simply an opening gambit that you suggested, or a joke even. They did not appreciate the humor. Yeah, mercenary muscle, pure and simple. They're basically strike breakers, right? I don't exactly remember what the term was back in like the early 1900s when all the strikes were going on, but they're those people. They're like the Pinkertons, right? Weren't the Pinkertons the people that you'd call in? I think so. Krenel. Yeah, that's the second time we've heard Krenel mentioned, actually. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They're to give a nudge in your favor. Yes. Yeah. Ceramic armor, semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have PTSD. And no idea how to conduct themselves in a civilian environment. Yep, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk, separated from his unit. Then some of the more militant union members subdued him. Taken out and lynched last Sunday night. Yep, so it's all leaning towards what we thought it was. What then? Nothing. Mr. Clay refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 criminal contractors carry out their orders, for now. Smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow. 2 more of them around. Shouldn't be hard to find if they're wearing armor like white insects. Like white beetles. So they're deciding whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. Well, I have to say, this is not disco. It is very far from disco. A wave crashes against the side of her boat. My only hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin it on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond. Debaters have over 2,000 men. Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. The Ceres giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours. Thanks, Encyclopedia. Virtually impenetrable their armor is to muzzle-loaded weapons. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. I mean, sure, but like, if there's 2 of them here, and they got lynched by, let's say, 8 people, I don't know. But as I said, a bloodbath. It's a pretty bleak scenario, but I can see it happening too. Automatic weapons, whereas Union only has pistols. Oh yeah, that's very true. And the guy was definitely drunk. And he's had his helmet off though and was drunk. Yep. Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. That's fair. Assaulted a woman. Yeah, we want to figure out who it is. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. What do they say by it? He was killed because he assaulted a local woman. Asked around a bit. That seems to be the accepted story around Martinet. Oh, haven't we heard... We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. No, we did. We heard it from Hardy. Colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman sometime later. Group of dock workers. Hands on him. No one knows about the woman, but we're pretty sure it's that woman. Where are the 2 mercs now? They've gone to ground, as it were. Don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the RCM that I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes, ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. I still would like to know where they are, though. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved. Alright, let's use our logic. How bad is our luck today? Not that bad. One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates, the one chanting the idiotic slogans, barely maintaining his disguise. The other is a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They're keeping tabs on you, only you're canvassing the lorry soldiers. Alright, well, let's let her know we know. That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. No need to kick the hornet's nests. For all your talk about averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gates is a powder keg. Does this not bother you? Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant, but my hands are tied. How would my employer react if I appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union? Your concern may be appearances, but ours is keeping the peace. The other one's in a building somewhere. Any case, it's practically inaccessible is not the same as inaccessible. And they have no way to contact them. There's a shortwave at the ship's wheel, and I don't think she's going to let us do it. It's all about the money. It's always about the money. How much time do we have? Till the execution start? Truthfully, I don't know. Depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience. They don't report progress to you? Not in this matter, I'm afraid. They consider it a personal initiative. Days, not weeks. Okay. Know anything about Krenel? Used to be called Downwell. We knew that before. A lot of operations take place in 3rd or 4th world countries, which is similar to where we're at right now. They're used to operating in war zones. Anything else? No. If I still had access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though. Should have accepted communism and solved it? It's true. It's true. But it isn't what the character would do. All he cares about, art, being a rock and roll superstar. Those are his 2 passions in life right now. And kind of being moralist, I guess. Kind of. We're more like pragmatic. And money. Well, that's a given. We ask everyone for money. We're a bum. It's great. Superstars love money. It's true. So she's trying to contain the situation the best she can. But the orders that she gave them through the company aren't going to get there in time, she thinks. But I'm afraid the strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Revachol West. Okay, and last but not least, you know, the Colonel did not know him. His name was Laley, service name. Wouldn't divulge his full name, only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. Alright, well, tell me about the other ones. One is a man, Cordy, and that's the guy in front of the gates. The other, a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Cordy is the gunner. DePaul is a radio operator. What do you say was his eye color, the deceased's? Can't remember. Lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed. That's right, ma'am. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age? He's 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury in his lower jaw, made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions. Maybe the truck was owned by the radio operator? Could be. Could be. Units matches dental. Anything else? It's Occidental. Only met him once. Okay. Now, can you tell me about the tattoos, though? Of course. Excuse my hesitation before. Let's stay quiet. Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo surface. What do you think? Sorry, I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. Can't. But that's how you read the story. The numbers... The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, or anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. So is it like a microcircuit again? Close. Port cities. This is a Orgene's map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century over 300 years ago. Sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. This was his story. He sailed all around these oceans and islands, and then eventually made it to Revachol. The man was so sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. It would make sense if it was his record of his military career, that's for sure. It's mercenary tattoos. For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas. Okay, so we kind of know what these tattoos are now. So use... Tell me more about it. Platoon members. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna ask him about it anyways. Bad ideas are my, my forte. Alright, I think we got two level ups there, right? Am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I know we did. Let's unlock that. Bam. We want to become an armored beast. Cool. We also want to put something into something, but I don't know what. Electrochemistry is maxed up to 6. Suggestions maxed up to 6. Composure. Perception. Stealth is terrible. Interfacing. I mostly want to go here, but suggestion also. Logic would be good, I agree. Alright, a lot of silly questions needing to get asked. I wonder if there's anyone in this store, by the way, besides the shopkeeper today. Since it's a new day, you never know. Answer... nah. That's okay. Alright, more questions to be asked. Including asking a guy about his dead friend. It's gonna be a good time. Ever get the password to that machine? No. No, we did not. I haven't found anything that remotely connected to it yet. Anyways.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. Like hell you have. There's no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41. We'll do that. And in the meantime, did you know there's a abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. Connected the footprints. Detective, you want to deliver the coup de grace? The thought forms in your head like a lightning strike branching in the sky. Let's give it to the lieutenant. Thank you. You're right, Titus. There's no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade. That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the streets. He rubs his jaw, smiling. Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you'd do to get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies. You need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. He grins again. Yes, but that just sends everyone else to Jamrock, doesn't it? Yeah. You're basically just pushing the problem onto other people. We haven't done anything, but theoretically it has to be someone's problem, so might as well be yours. Takes a sip of his beer and smiles. I really hate that girl. Titus, I'm amazed. Where's the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. Hardly have to interfere at all. Oh, Lizzie, I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Or there's anything else I was sort of gonna get my brewski on. Not quite, Mr. Hardy. The rate said sprints. There are only 7 Hardy boys here. Oh, my answer. Fuck off. Mind your own business. There's no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene. Sure. Yep, back to the usual. Fatty walked on all 4s. Yep, he left 2 sets. Yeah, you got it, Shanky. Despite everything, the little man is quick on his feet. Go fuck your mom, Dennis. We're getting even about this. It's a white check, so we can always retry it, right? Nope. And we're going to stomp our feet. It's going to do the exact same thing that we did before. Nothing's happening. Cool. Yeah, re-engage later. Okay. Did not work. That's fine.
What is it?
Talk to Joyce, smirk you hanged. His friends are coming for you. Yeah? My friends, you mean his squad mates from Krennel? If I say forget I mentioned it, is he going to keep on following up with that? Or is he going to be like, okay. No. Kind of want to see where this goes. So what happens if you take the law into your own hands? Other people start doing it too. Oh, let them come. Warren, we got the whole district behind us, and Glenn is fucking crazy. Just talk to them about the Hornet. Mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. Got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zieglers. Glenn's got a knot cannon at home. Well, they pierce ceramic armor, Titus. Well, I guess we're gonna see, aren't we? That was an unsure phrasing. See what? That they don't? Yeah, like you've been up here against... Like you've been up against ceramic armor. Takes a sip of his beer to buy his time and tries to get the last word in. You haven't seen the whole fucking suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing. Didn't make him immortal. Should come back wearing the full armor. Is it this? Is this what you're looking for? Crandall is bad news. You know that, right? Some local gangs. Been out there. Seen any around? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate. People are... These guys are very confident. Wear them all and ask him to try to shoot you now. If that is an option, I will pee my pants. I'm not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. You know more about them than you think. Yeah, you say so. This is not... I'm never going to be able to connect this. He won't understand. Oh, because that's supposed to mean. You're the bees. They're the hornet. We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists. And last but not least, let them know that no one's controlling them. Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm the teeth, and let them loose on the city. Alright. What do you mean, okay? Jerks forward a bit. You got one more gun on your side. Once I find mine. I lost it. I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. That's really... What is? No, they won't. Get out of here with their negative energy. All he means is the situation is serious. One of your cops get shot to shit every day. You can't go to war with an attitude like that. Alright, can we establish authority? Yet. As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco. Does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? You believe this place was called Precinct 41. It's also filled with, almost exclusively, men sitting at desks talking shit and wasted time. See communism rules? Yeah. They're great. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. Huh? You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. Got a problem with beer now? Is that what he took from that sentence? Not quite there yet. Let's push on. No, I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you guys. Oh man, all three of these are great. This one's accurate, I think. It's a sexually accepting world. Mostly. I have a beer problem, but it's not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job. Like you. Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10 years. Should have seen Martinez before we started. It's like Jamrock now. Didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Graffiti everywhere. Cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Well, we kind of been strong-armed out by your union. Congrats on the graffiti removal. All I see... Sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. Any of these are all fine. These are all the same, basically. But she needs help. Titus. She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's gonna give it up. But on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine, I'm going to let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, freight train of pain, buddy. What's her name? Class... Alandu. Oh, we talked to her earlier. That was the first person we talked to, actually. we're not gonna keep our composure here at all. 8%. 8% to keep our cool. Let's do it. Nope. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly. I'll stand what's so cool here. Nothing. We'll just have a few more questions and we'll be on our way. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup. These are all very awful questions. I don't even know if I... Except for this. I want to know what she is to the Hardy Boys. I know her. How well do you know her? Probably not a healed immoral. Maybe not. It's just... It's... just habit, seems like. Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months. Okay. So she's not from around here. Immigrant or drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter. So that's different than the heal on success now, don't you? Because of the thought. Yeah, but yeah, no, you're right. Because we can. There's always a few seconds before you can. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Oh well. Didn't give her any trouble. She's had some bad luck. That's all. This is different than the driver, though. Suggestion. What's all the silences? Like these guys don't know how to feel about this. Alright. Let's keep on picking at it, though. Said you partied. Cool. That's cool. What did you mean? Karaoke. Yeah, tons of it. All the songs. Saying you two were close. No, he just fucks, that's all. I'm not gonna give you any details, that's what you're after. Just put your dick away. Went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. Doing a good job here. Commendable performance of I don't give a shit. It's not working, though. No, we're just gonna keep on pushing. He'll break. I did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. Help if we establish a timeline, sir. Alright, 2 weeks maybe? I don't know. I need another beer. Here you go, boss. Ah, Glenn's the beer guy. He also looks a lot like William. Is it William H. Macy? The guy from Fargo and Shameless. Yeah, William H. Macy. That's what he looks like. Kurt Cobain. If he actually survived. Relationship with a mercenary. So he's harassed a lot of girls. I do know her, though. Yeah, I do, though. Not the way I do. Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, what do you want?
Officer,
Kim?
what was that?
You mean the sweating and the fidgeting when he mentioned her name? Yes. And this sort of quivering jello thing with the eye? Point to you twitching eye. Yes. Ah, 'tis art. It's an art thing. You wouldn't understand. Try me. I think I know that woman. Victim. Is there something I should know before we talk to her? Whatever you do, don't say the first thing. I didn't rape her. God. Why? Oh, okay. Met her in the hallway after I woke up. Understood. You're not in good shape Monday. Yeah, she knows I didn't remember being a cop. She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out. Anything else? Yeah, I didn't even know what city we were in or what year. Something like that. It's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else? Nope, that's it. You feel fortified by his assurance. It's gonna be alright. Is it though? Nothing? Still in for a bumpy ride here. Trying to mess it up. Okay. This is gonna be one hell of a interview. But that isn't tied to the lady driver. The lady driver is different. I thought it was gonna be one and the same. Unless she is the lady. No, because she's an immigrant that's been here for the past few months. Well, guess we'll look at her shoes. Tired. Controlled. Police, come on up. Doors open. Drying my hair. Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You can snoop around before going up. Fair enough. And so we shall. We shall snoop. And also, I will take this bottle for my 10 cents. Thank you very much. She's had an extended stay. Ooh, more bottles. Yoink. 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 Oh, no, I want to
Yes.
do. What's in here? Toothbrush. Used quite a lot. Medications. Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet and pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners. It's quite the collection. Anything of note? Well, let's search. Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoparidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Label reads Nacra. That's used to treat opioid overdoses. Handy to have around. Okay. So he's on the lookout. Let's look at the pill sheets. Electrochemistry is a pretty decent check. Let's try. Nice. Bright. Oh, what's this? Ooh, sweaty hands. I don't know if we really want to take it, right? We're trying to be like a sober person in this playthrough. A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it and sunny happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding the little plastic container. What's Preptide? Euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed. Nope. Okay. That was, I mean, semi-helpful, but not really. Whatever. Who's messaging me? I'm gonna say something if you're out there, got the job. Heck yeah. Wait, is the door to the bathroom you have to walk outside and then go to the bathroom and then walk back? Because that's terrible. Or did she run? Which is also possible. No, she said come on in. She wouldn't have said come on in. Smooth as ice. There's spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges, but the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips. No hairline fractures. Following your lead, Lieutenant leads in closer to inspect the surface. Window is recently replaced. Okay, that could be something. Wait, where did we just go? I'm very confused. Did they actually have to load like an outside? Oh, okay. I guess they did. Oh, excuse me, I'm just gonna open up this door. Thanks. Where does this lead to? I don't know. I thought we were gonna ask her about it. Ah, second hidden door. Further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. Below, the hostile cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. Tap on the roof with your foot. A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to this case are in or around the building. The door is part of it. It's not unimportant. Let's push on it. Barred from the inside. That's a white check, so we can retry it. 3% chance. One of these times, we're going to get a really small chance. It'll be great. Let's do it. It did not work. You kick it gung-ho style, entering the premises style, but the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you. Alright, let's trash this place. That's not... Alright, well, we have a lot of heals, so that one's not going to bother me. Handful of dried wildflowers. Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. Let's grab it! No! The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone. Another bad check.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Hair still slick from the shower. Below her silver jumpsuit, an athletic young body built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Sorry about this. Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell is opened in there.
Yes, Disco Infernum, of course.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I am Kim Kitsuragi.
Did we really make the cleaning lady quit?
In 57.
Oh boy.
I believe you have
Burn, baby, burn, Disco Infernum.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I've ever seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with a fuck-it-all swanger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll. You ain't seen nothing yet. There's a karaoke stage downstairs. Wow. She shakes her head in silent disbelief. I'm gonna tear it up, sad style.
I assure you, he's not about to tear it up in
Kim.
any style. In fact,
Kim has no faith. We'll show him. You'll tear it up in all the styles.
Mick, we are investigating the murder
Darn
of
tootin'
the
we
man
will.
on there.
Darn
People
tootin'.
who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
I see.
Careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you've been through something difficult. So, let's touch the name first. Wait, even... Now, I still don't know how to pronounce this, because they didn't even voice act that line. Same name Titus gave you. Sounds Archinese. Birthmarks also single Arch. Archinese girls tend to come speckled with them. Freckles, I guess. How old are you? 28. Specialization. Something stupid. What's that? Literature? Oh, I studied... Oh, so it's like it's a liberal arts degree, right? What's it about? Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranges. Oranges, perhaps? I don't know how to pronounce it. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes. Are you from Orange? Orange. Let's just mispronounce things. Orange. Liberal arts degrees, only true degree. Darn tootin'. I give him props for writing papers when I struggled to write a 3-pager when I was in college. Possibly because I procrastinated until, like, the night before. And by the night before, I mean, let's start at around 11 p.m. and go until we collapse, turn it in online, and never go to class that day. Because I was too freaking sleepy. Isn't that right? Yeah. What is orange? Bad memory, officer. Yeah, we're just gonna mispronounce things. Seamanese, orange. One of the 6 major Occidental nations to hold stake in the continued occupation of Rubba Shoal. People consider it a reasonable superpower. Might understand women better if you took women's studies. It wouldn't hurt I assume. My only experience with women's studies is the one episode of Parks and Rec where Andy goes and takes it pass fail and passes. That's it. That's all I understand. That's all I know about it. Bad memory of what? Of lilacs and lightning. Parks class. Duraluminium. Afraid of Florida's conference city. It's always autumn there. At night. At least it was for me. What's so bad about that? Nothing if you're no longer there. Need to take a quick shower. I do too after my bad jokes. I understand. It's a completely understandable reaction. What do you do with the orange lit? How do you make money then? Money is very important. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with orange knees lit. Being what? Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Orange 37. Of course you want a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical. Thanks, visual calculus. Very appreciate it. The record. So official. Let's just keep on avoiding it. It's deluxe. I don't want to talk about the prescription drugs. That violates trust. We'll talk about the window, though. See if that does anything to bug her. Didn't seem like it. Do you know where that door leads to? Tell me off, sir, when you kicked it down. I've been wondering that myself, but I'm light of foot. Not a good door kicker. Neither am I, apparently. What are you doing here? I'm wintering. How long have you been staying here? About 4 months. Why here? Specifically in Whirling. It's the funkiest building in Martinique. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. Seems right. We're not going to touch that. Alright, let's touch the something difficult, shall we? You sexually assaulted, miss. Sexually assaulted, you mean raped? Takes a quick drag, unperturbed. Yes. It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it? Well, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but sure. Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. By him, she must mean the victim. Tell him it's not my style. I'll have to, you know. If they want to jazz up the charges, I'll have to get someone more rapeable. It's all very organic, her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's quite gifted. By they, she means the Hardy Boys. You're saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted. Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery, sexual assault maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. Oh no. Then what did happen between you and the victim? We partied. So, yeah. This was a crime of passion, but not the one that has any sort of justification behind it. Where have I heard partied before? A lot of partying going on here. From Titus. Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it. Thanks, reaction speed. Do you... What kind of partying? Point to the bloated face. The kind I do? With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. No one parties harder than me. Please, you're alive and 50. I've known people who party so hard they're dead at 14. Well, no one does on your level is hitting the repeat button. I'll give you that. And maybe room trashing. What did you do when you partied? We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had the effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him. What else? Stimulants. Speed also has an effect. Make you drink harder. And drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. You also had sex. Understood. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. So Titus asked you to spice things up for us. Pretty much. Okay. I think I believe her, but if he was so confident, or maybe it's just because we broke him and he thought he, I don't know. What they hang him for, if not rape? He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing, but you probably know all about it. His role in the strike was what? I think he was security detail. He was ex-military. Works for Wild Pines and against the Union. Didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean, but I understood it was dangerous. Lynched him for it. I'm not so sure. I think it was just because they were having sex, and Titus thought that they had an exclusive thing. And the Hardy Boys all follow the number one Hardy Boy. Must have been hard for you, seeing him there. Oh yes, I've had a great view from the roof, out the bathroom window, in my dreams. Bitter cringe, it hurts. You looked to the lieutenant. You called us. RCM. That was her. Alright. See if she continues to talk about it. I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching. Reporting crimes is confidential and revisional, miss. The voice was disguised, though. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. What the hell? Nail clippers. I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire. That's why the phone's out of order. She tampered with it. Okay. Did I? Ah, fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing. Jigsaws are falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, it's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Yeah, that doesn't seem super simple. Thanks. This looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills. I'm gonna throw in the trouble. I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Uncles say they have ears in the wires. Not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay. Let it slide. Pushing won't help here. I'm glad we invested in drama. Drama is like keeping us honest and keeping others honest. I want to, sir, but if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. Well, let's see if she can tell us more about it. Can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him like he is now. I can't talk about this. I don't know. Hair. I puff, more nervous. That's difficult, miss. We can return to it later. Okay. How the Hardy Boys know you? Frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. Probably down there now. Yes, they are. How'd you meet? Over drinks. Long, boring winter. Did you party? A little, yeah. Like you partied with the deceased. No, not as hard. Sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys? I have. It's Titus. We don't need to know. I mean, this can't do any harm if she wasn't. I'm 89% sure. But you're not entirely sure. You know how it is. Do you? No, I don't. Maybe you don't. There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer. I'm going with a mild to medium not raped here. Sounds like something happened you don't want to acknowledge it. Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been? Maybe if you were covering for something, yeah. Thanks. Head back downstairs, officer. We have things to discuss there. Let's go. Things are a-happening, and they're a-happening quick. Still need to find that woman driver, though. And if so, what else is there? Oh, is there more murders that we want to talk
Looks
about?
like we have more
No.
to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. Why did she tell us all that? What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. Would have caught it. It's true. Not you than me. It was a smart move from her. But something's still off. Think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is usually a good way to obscure other things. I think something happened, but I don't know what. We don't know what. I want to talk again. Or, sorry. Well, I want to go back to the guys in the fridge and continue to inspect if we can. But a lot of stuff did just fall into place. That much is for sure. Hey, Titus. How's it going? So...
It's you again. What is it?
Let's go over that rape victim. No, okay, never mind. Yeah, she says she wasn't raped. Fuck! That fucking whore couldn't be trusted. For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her. He did, though, but okay. Okay, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. Raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea. Just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. She doesn't fucking trust you. But it's a diversion. This is a diversion. Stay on track. Yeah, cut the bullshit. Oh man, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. Didn't push her at all. Uh-oh, he's gonna fight us. Titus Hardy. Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot. Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood? When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. Second in command. Look, Copper, we know the dead fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. What, like after you beat him? Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right? Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit and then come back and tell me the soldier of Apocalypse was an innocent man. It's their last play, this tape. The story is in tatters, a mess. Might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to. Where'd you get this tape? Think we're going to the ship deaf and dumb? You or CM are the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that. Okay, so they bugged him about it. Way before the chief started taking swing lessons. Things got nice and quiet after that. Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work? It's not advanced, just hold up in a coop all day writing down what they say. Okay, so it's Angus. Which reinforces the point that we need to break Angus at some point. What's on the tape? Why should I care about it? Because you lied to me. You don't care about evidence? The fuck are you a cop for, then? Ah, yes, we don't care about the truth. Sure. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about. There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind. Listen to it. Stream my tape player. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Door Gunner, Mega Mix. Interesting. We're definitely knocking stuff off the list, that's for sure. Got ourselves another thing. I mean, we better like upgrade conceptualization. We are art cop, it seems right. It's the right thing to do. Oh, let's see if this tape contains anything worthwhile. I'm not convinced it isn't doctored or cut in some way, however. Seems it is completely broken down now. The machine was made in Revocal by a company called Le Mercier. Their logo depicts the triple touter Delta skyline. There's no fixing this one. New tape player. Well, let's go to the pawn shop. Yeah, we got the money, probably. We'll go back into... Go back into side quests eventually, but at the same time, a lot of side quests seem to go over to the other side of the river, and we don't really have access to that yet, which is unfortunate. And the day's starting to get closer to ending. Not by any stretch, but... Unless she is a lorry driver. I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's the lorry driver to me, though. So... If not, then what else?
Hello again. How can I help you?
Something to sell. Check the pockets. Got a, no, not that. Where's the postcard? There. Perfect. Close that. Don't anything sell. Tape player. Box for sale. I'll play it. Check the shelves. Okay. Let's look around. Secondhand uniforms. Anything? I'm selling it. It's real. It's dirt cheap. A broke cop. The man from Heimdall's a superstar. I'm a superstar? It would be perfect. Suppose that makes sense. Yes, please go ahead and take it. Welcome to Heimdall. Oh, yes. Where is it? +1 physical instrument, +1 shivers, -2 on the authority. No, that kind of undermines my authority that I get from the Greaves. And it doesn't really give me like superstar stuff. It's just like extra physical ability kind of deal. Well, these are gloves, so we might as well. What are the gloves? What do these do? Interfacing. These are half-light. +1 suggestion. Spirit Decor and Shivers. Spirit Decor. Physical instrument. Drama. Yeah. That has conceptualization. +1 reaction speed, but -1 rhetoric. Nothing crazy here. I like just positives, so that's more my jam. Anyways. What's this again? Ah, the streetlight for 700 real, of course. Silly me. That looks like boomboxes up there. Stand on tips of toes to see more. The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chip dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold, amber and plastic with a big old handle on top. Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it. Can I play a tape on it? Can we get a free bass? Sure it's in working order though? Tested each of them myself with recording of speech, found sounds, and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music. Interesting. That's odd. Why doesn't he like music? Stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by, nocturnal animals climbing on the roof, airship rotors, that kind of thing. That's what he likes? Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get more of these experimental sounds he's describing. Anyways, let's talk about it. 12 real. You got a discount. You have to keep on the lights, man. It's 12 real. Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his kind of tape. Certainly he'd give you a discount if you knew you'd play something so experimental. I'm not just doing any police work here. I've got the Door Gunner Megamix here. An era-defining work. Let's do 4 real. Purses his lips. 4 real is offensively low, but just this once for the Musk Concrete Cop. Here you go. Quality sound on the go. Play anything, wherever. Just turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes. We've got to be the cheapest superstar I have ever met in my life. Alright, well, let's play it. Where you at? Interact. Play the tape. Sounded delightful. This isn't Revachol, this is a fucking village. You don't see the elephants. Another loud screech. Some kind of machinery. It's the harbor. It's the sound of a Kvalsund crane. Like the crane we moved? More static. When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldierly apocalypse style. Kill shit, dogs, chickens too. Gonna rent a room, Cordy. Real nice one. Don't give a shit. Fucking done. I'm done mentally. Leave that disco cunt on the counter. You know, dance her upstairs. Do it Lee Schmin style. Never get that taste out of my mouth. Rest of the tape is empty. Who's Cordy? Cordy could be one of the other mercenaries. This is the scab leader. That makes sense. What do you think, Kim? Seems authentic enough. Probably recorded off their shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. Sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Did say he was going to do it. Can't edit words into someone's mouth. Indeed, but... You're familiar with this look now. It says, look of suspicion. It's my look of suspicion, too. Very on silence. Did sound inebriated, too. Leishman, Village on the Smar, and Iosola. Kind of things he would talk about. The TNN conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safri. It's been hot for 12 years with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the Grad. He was there? Who knows? Maybe tattoos would have an answer. Would need to know the story of this man's service. Which means we need to continue to find those tattoos, because the tattoos could tell us if he was ever there. If he wasn't there, why would he know about that? We've got a few more questions for class. Class J. Definitely not. It seems to contradict your testimony, though. Alright, alright. Can I look at these tattoos again? Okay, so we've gotten as far as we can, I guess. Plus side, we can play other tapes now. That's pretty hype. Is there anything else up there? Nope. Okay. I want to know more about the tattoos, so we're gonna ask a very large man about his dead friend. It's gonna be a blast, and definitely. And as always, it's a very, very good idea. Like, have we ever really had bad ideas? I don't think so. Let's do a quick stop in Freet and sell our bottles. I think we only have like 4 or 5, but yeah. What's that? Real roses in the window aren't the flowers that were left for class. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, just 30 cents. Okay. Well, that was very small, but we almost have 20 bucks again, so that's good. We'll have tomorrow's rent paid off ASAP, and we don't need to worry about it until we need to collect more things or pawn more things or whatever. All right, let's ask a big angry man about the dead friend.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Okay. Who are all these strike breakers? Honest men and women, with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in times of crisis. If the Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work. Why do all these men follow your leadership? Think they follow because I'm big and loud? Actually, yeah, that's probably true. No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do. Excuse me. Hey, you mercenary held by wild pines? Hell no, I'm just an honest scab. You don't have to talk like that around here, you understand? It just has to be said. That was not a convincing lie. That didn't sound too convincing. Fucking loincloth. Loincloth? Now, you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press this issue further, sire. He seems, tense. Hey, we'll back off for now. But here's your dead friend. Don't think so. It was on your colonel. Ooh, that'll get him. Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Gray eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. After a while, cranes his head side to side and sighs. Fucking loincloths really did him in. I assume that's the Union guys. Okay. Yeah, we'll get no other explanation. What it means. Points to one tiny star on the one of the lions away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach. In what must have been semenine, or in our case, semen 9. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. So small. Want to hear what happened here? Yeah, I do. Girl's deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Banatal. 41 monsoon season. Banatal is one of the inhabited islands of the Semenese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Semenese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory. Month behind enemy lines, scouting villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Ooh, that doesn't sound like fun. Sounds messy. Men are getting restless, switching employers. About to get really graphic. Last moment to back out. Nope, not interrupting him. It's strangely quiet. Long, long way from right to work. Shot the boy. Yeah, this isn't useful, like, at all, though. Okay, these are terrible people. Alright. Yeah, no, just gang raping people. It's fine. Totally fine. Something stirs in your stomach. Are you there? No, there's somewhere else. That's just a guess. That's what this little one star in his belly might mean. I'm just a bouncer. Yeah, but you're not a scab leader at all. Mask getting sweaty. Well, I'll take the mask off, but... Have it back. Go ahead. Alright now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing! I definitely didn't just talk about how an entire military unit killed a guy and then gang raped his woman for a week until she died. Yes, I'm very good at compartmentalizing. Okay, that didn't help. Let's see if Manana has anything else. Otherwise, we're going back to the girl.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Nope, he's got nothing. Okay, that's fine. Back for more interrogations we go. Actually, you know, now that we know a little bit more about this guy, I wonder if asking him who he is would be better. Still my favorite little tune in the game. easily. But yeah, let's see if we've opened up new options on figuring out all this. And let's see if this is melted at all. Nice round, it's slowly melting. What is it going to be melting for actual days now at this point? Locked. Nope. Locked. Okay. Nothing there. Is this still locked? Trying to find out about the ghost. Yep. Kick it with the foot. Worth it. That worked though. That did give us an even chance, and nope, it still didn't work. Great. What if we smear our hands with coal? Then you could paint something with this coal and leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that'd be stupid. I think whoever's above here is the last of the three of the colonels. Or not the colonels, but the mercs. That would be why it's almost inaccessible. That's why the bookkeeper seems to think there's someone above her. Because there is. Has a view of the roundabout and everything. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Okay. Yeah, how's our compartmentalizing doing? Pretty good. Pretty good. I guess we can now just go in her house anytime. Probably just for convenience sake, but... Oh, she's not here? Or can we just not see outside, which seems to be the thing. I don't know why those are two separate rooms. It's just, I guess it's considered outside, so whatever. Anyways.
What a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Alright, our volition is terrible because we have no self-confidence. But I need to talk to you about your room again. Let's see if this throws her off at all. Thank you. Put a lot of time and effort into it. Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, it's let's just keep on throwing her. Ah, money. It's not exactly the anti-star science caboodle I intended for it to be one day. But it's getting there. Collection includes opioid antagonists. Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids. Something happens to you often, miss. Better safe than sorry. Okay, Preptide. Okay, fair enough. Didn't throw her off at all. Okay. So-called assaults. Can you tell me about them now? Nope, still can't do it. Okay. Well, let's talk to you about the recording, shall we? She puts her coffee cup down. With a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. Did he? Never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me. She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused. This tape specifically identifies you as the target. Where did they get this recording exactly? Intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via decryption station. It's authentic enough. They say he's going to do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Those are the... no, it's something to that effect. Can't give it away yet. The phrase was used. Yeah, that was practically his pickup line. Say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Leishman style? Yep. Wasn't actually there. He didn't do it to her, or at least he didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his little own Leishman. It was in his everything. Why sing things like that? Machismo? Is he bragging? Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things and integrated them into his idea of normalcy to keep on living until they just sort of turned into his catchphrase? Persona? Running joke. I was gonna say running joke, and it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Link's punchline got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Leishman massacre, and the 36 famine of Yisut all rolled into one person and cast in Orange's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. You spent time with this person romantically? We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love. Mr. Leishman here. Did you tell me you had actually done any of those things? Here in Marseille, I mean. No, we were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess, at ease. Much as a man like him could be. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. Alright, thanks for cleaning that up, miss. Whenever you're ready, I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now. Well, now you had some time, can you tell us more about the victim? For example, his name. Laylee, same thing. The nickname that he gave Joyce, the Wild Pines negotiator, came from Lelystad. It's short for that. It was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use. Lelystad. It's a good start. I have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer. The young woman cranes her neck. Trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left. Eye color? Blue. Light blue. They were like blue galaxies, you know? Strange seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. He had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It's quite something watching him speak. Combat wound on his chin and mouth, correct? Yes, severe. Made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes. Oh yes, his hair, if you can remember. Light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. Couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Well, we'll see. 42. Wow, I guess completely correct. It's Larry's birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. A little reason to lie to me. Looks like you were right, officer. Taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point. Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. Didn't know this was competition, Kim. It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport. It's clearly sports for him, though. Something like archery or darts. That's too pinball for me. I like to get autopsies right on the first try. Where were we? He's lying. Yep. Where is Lelystad? It's in Orange, officer. It's a municipality. The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat. Orange maps of waterways. Fits with the tattoo. You're almost right, officer. Shakes his head like he just missed a shot in darts. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. We'll update the form. So you're both from Orange. Yes, we were compatriots. That bring you together? No, he was too old for that, and from another part. Didn't even understand his accent. Brought us together wasn't Orange, it was bad habits. No love for Mother Orange. Wasn't he a soldier? Could be worth pursuing. He left the National Service after they taught him what to do. They taught him to do what he did on Seaman 9. Seminine. He wasn't the flag waving kind, he was the making money killing people kind. He was no means a stupid man. People person, small platoon leader, not a patriot. Which jives. She doesn't like that place anyways. Maybe Orange did bring us together in loathing. I do love Rebishol though. Hope she loves me too. Tattoo. Well, it was a map of the Waterways. Most of you are showing off to chicks though. How so? I don't like red freakish musculature laid out on the seat. Scarred, of course, tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. Is this Orangey's lit? Yes. It's the very essence of Orangey's lit. A moment's respite, dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. Hi, pirate. Smoking and drinking, of course, and his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And one goes like, what was this? He says, That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that. He's like, okay, what's this? Saw some bad shit there. Go star after star, report after report. He's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh yeah, I was the woman in this. But what do they precisely mean? Nope, seen enough of them dead. Tell you what they meant without looking at them. Go on. Government of Orange need some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer for money. Went to Killer Academy in Vredfort, and he killed some people on the Seaman Islands. Other islands too. All the islands after this came to Rivashol and got killed himself. Not a very fun story. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then when you have the tools to deal with it. Not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. Okay. Alright. Look her in the eye. Do a nice 3% check. Didn't work. Avert the eyes. Okay, didn't work. Uncle from Oz rang, so I was on the phone. Is she the wizard there? I wish. Where's this going? What are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? Miss, how old do you think I am? Huh? How old do I think you are? She's buying time to formulate the best answer. I don't know, 40? I was like 9 when OO peaked. That was what, 19 years ago? Liked them when I was 9. You couldn't have liked it when you were 40. Say you're 20-something. 25. A good disco age. 25 is 19 is 44. I'm going to say you're 44. Wow. Wow. 44, I'm young. Absolutely. Age is just a number, man. Yes, miss, but for him, that number is 56. Wait, this requires scientific measurements. Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth anymore. Thought gain. Date of birth generator. I have to commit a thought to memory just to figure out my age. He'd have more money if he was. It's true. He'd also have some weird anthropomorphized, like, scarecrows and weird robots and stuff, so it's all... It's hit or miss. Possibly some witches. Alright, we are about, I think, to absolutely crack Titus. Like, this was his last defense, and he does not have much left. But I am interested to see where it goes. There's a lot of stuff that's not lining up. There's others that are, of course. We've got a lot that seems to be falling into place now that we've talked to a disco dancer.
It's you again. What is it?
Miss any major things? I kind of forgot when you left. But they've been trying to deflect, saying that he raped her constantly, and the lady says no, they had sex, but it was consensual. And I'm pretty sure it was just a crime of passion that Titus carried out because he wanted her for himself. But also union difficulties and, you know, conflicts. But she stands by what she said. That fucking fucker. He stares at his beer for 2 seconds intently. Assumed it was fake. It was kind of fake. It was like his catchphrase, apparently, of sorts. The worst cops on Revachol. I'm actually the only cop on Revachol right now. Gave you gold on that tape. What was the name at you? It was at her. Yeah, it was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change your mind. Dark? Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band, which I will do in this game. So help me God. Said he'd rape her. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? That's what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo. She did not say whoop-de-doo, sir. I can confirm that. She didn't? Well, whoop-de-doo then. Didn't come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Yes, in fact, I think she thought it was a little funny. Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Seems like they wanted to give a second chance to play along. She still didn't. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. Fucking. Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus. Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. It's just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman? You have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match. Alright, mix and match. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was, Titus. I know her. She's the girl in over her head. A hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine. That's true. Yeah. Right about that. Takes way too many drugs. Underdose is not an actual word, Elaine. You can't do anything with an underdose. She has an actual drug problem. Not like you. Not like us. I don't think I've ever seen her sober. I think you had a lie planned. She didn't play along. Ask for your opinion on a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma. I'll do that, sure. Yeah, why don't you? Alright. Be straight, Titus. I already told you. We fucking hanged him. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. Can't keep track of all the variables anymore. Gardner seems like the real boss. She is. She definitely controls this. She's like, she's Everart's right-hand woman. Good. It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge. Come on, Titus. Stakes are too high here. There will be blood in the streets. The tribunal, remember? I know you're tired. Why don't you just... You know what? I am tired. Tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!" Powerful words, everybody. Powerful words. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah. On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it. This is quiet funeral shit. We need some beers in us. 20 beers for the dock workers union. Why don't we make it 40, huh? Man shouts from behind his counter. Why don't we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough. Convince Titus he is being manipulated. Angus can't take pressure. Warned about the tribunal. Discussed 8th Hardy. Confronted about drug trade. 72%. Son of a bitch, we did it. Convince Titus is being manipulated? You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. One of his boys will, though. Fat Angus. Powerful guy, all muscle. Mr. All Muscle, sorry. Time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Klaus. It's about these men in Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside in the evening light, ruined and old, shadows lengthen on the pavement. A distant gunshot. That's it then. Case closed. We're going home, Kim. Huh? You'll get it. Go on. Write down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you. Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because... I mean... It seems like that would be the right reason. Or you work for the wrong people. Either or, right? Because of some chick. A wince. It's involuntary. Bring that up one more time and you won't get to write that report. Yes, I understand, Elaine. That's your name, right? Elaine. You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north. They club you from behind, string you up, and go back to dancing. It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay? That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the... Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up. Oh, there's Theo. He's got a firearm. Glace 8 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either small enough for you to have missed. He's on to you. He knows what you're trying to do. No, we're going to turn to Theo here. What happens if I keep talking? You gonna kill me too in this bar for nothing? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now. Hear that, Angus? They're gonna kill me too. Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. You're burning all over with fear. To your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to perform one more movement, an instinctive jerk to your left, then no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from. More dead cops. Yep. Alright. Try that again. It's possible I pushed a little too far. And I should have saved right before then. Oh well. No big deal. Autosave was not too far back. I think. Just going, continue. How old do you think I am? Yeah, yep. Young, yep. Not afraid of the truth. Got that. Okay, man. Okay, let's just save really quick and then... Gotta push Fat Angus then. Yep. Did tell me to put him in the pressure cooker, and we let off of him. But they also did shoot me in just absolute plain daylight, which is, yikes. Craziest thing is half the map's not open yet. Like, this game's not over by any stretch of the imagination. There's multiple quests that have talked about going to the other side of the river, and the other side of the river is not open yet. Gonna just quick save the game. Boop boop boo doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. Okay, did that. Got that in good. Chemistry's fine. We might do physical instrument here, honestly. Excuse me. Or perception. Seems like a long game? It is! And I'm very excited to continue to work on it. As long as everyone's excited to keep watching it.
It's you again.
Talk tape. Stands by what she said. Dark stuff. She did not say what to do. Confirm. Didn't come. Surprise. Got that. Got this. Don't have to say everything aloud. And let's not push on him. Yep. Did that. Yep. 83%. Nice job. Those boys will. It's Fat Angus. Case closed. Write it down. Some chick. Clubbed you from behind. Fat Angus. No, so we're gonna turn to Angus first. We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when... Oh. Shut up, Angus. He was dead before you hanged him, eh? Fatty. Say one more thing to the cops and I'll... Dennis! Stand down or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off your belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. The room falls quiet. So quiet, you can hear Angus wheeze. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sounds like you're dying. Left it at home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry. Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you to just give her up. Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard. Fine, I'll tell him after a long walk along the coast. She walks off without looking back. You're in. He's all yours. I'm sorry I made you guys fight. Yeah, but if Klaus didn't kill him, why the cover-up? We just noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. What kind of shit are we talking about here? The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her from the old world, where she came from. Who are these people? Powerful, connected to the moral intern. Clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your system, she'd be ghosted away. That's all he knows, because that's all she told him. But why would someone help someone like that? By taking on a murder? Why would I? Guess we bite all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Just didn't kill him. He was already dead. Hang the corpse, cover up the real cause of death. What was it? We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see. It was a wound. Just try looking for it one more time before you send the body away. We kept the body by impersonating a paranatural investigator and hiding it in a polar bear fridge. But it worked. The girls asked us to. They were in some shit. There's another girl. Yep, the lorry driver, I assume. Take note. Probably say more later. She kill him? Cop, I have no idea. Girl said she didn't. So what happened Sunday? She's really not drugged up even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know. Not in a fun way. Looked like she redosed after something went down. I'd seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. How'd you know? I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's a politician in the motel room with a dead hooker scenario, only in reverse. Good analogy, boss. You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench, and you keep taking it easy too, Angus. What happened then? We went upstairs, sure as day. Merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole. Nearly ripped his legs off, though? Well, sure, but his... I can't argue with you. We did rip his legs off almost, but we did get some kick-ass boots. And I'm pretty sure the murder wound is not going to be in his legs. I hope. Bullet hole through the window. And that's why the window was replaced. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. Tibbs patched the window and the corpse, we hanged. Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy? Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business. How convenient. Tibbs, that's short for Tiberius. Yeah, good man. Bet their father was named Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway. Whose idea was it to hang at him anyway? Hers? In a manner of speaking. Might be talking about the other girl. That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message. It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing 8th Hardy. You think too much. He's off, alright? You're gonna hurt your head. The woman was just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway. You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus. We're Hardy Boys, and that's it. Sure, but can you tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location? Nope. You're not getting to her. If you say so. No leads, just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside behind the window somewhere. What if it was... I don't know. What are you thinking? Drink beer and sleep with women. It's just the way it is. Someone's past caught up with them, either hers or his. And they were both from Orange. They're into NASCAR too, I assume. With that hat, for sure. Maybe the shot was meant for her. A pretty bad shot, then. One of the mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been something else, someone else from Cornell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I'm too busy doing this clown dance with you. Sorry, made you guys fight. Me too. Aw. Kim, we did it. Lieutenant gives a smile. Only you can see. Alright. Go talk to her one last time. Cop, before you go. Suddenly the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. Carries newspapers, circling the whirling in rags in a warm column. She came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. Union takes you in, but now she refused that protection, but still. Still prefer if we didn't take her away? That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers. We'll take that into account. Yes, we shall become a Terminator. One armor piece at a time. +2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT 500 armor. That's not bad. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it. Or if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it'll melt. Or personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon. None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have T500 on it because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you. Hey, it worked out. Could be interesting. Yeah, we've been doing great. I think we're gonna interrogate her and then finish off the autopsy and send it in for processing. Get the get the corpse out of the fridge. And I'm gonna assume Everard will not be as nice to us next time we have to go talk to him either. That's okay. We'll live. Definitely put a lot of effort into writing the story for this. Oh yeah, no, a ridiculous amount. And the amount of dialogue is
It's always
nutty.
good to see you.
Alright, so we know what really happened. I understand. Lied to us, miss. I didn't lie. Not a lot. I've done my absolute best not to, just... 'Tis true, the lady hath tried to avoid falsehoods. It's a mistake. Sorry for wasting your time. Something's off here. Thanks, Volition. Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Why did you waste her time then? Because the Hardys, I just couldn't dispense with them. They're only trying to help me. All the shit I gotten into. It's not a good enough reason. You're right, there's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern. She reaches for a new cigarette, briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. What lies beyond it? The pale, the Sola, the Occident, and then orange. Afraid of the moral intern. Share a database with them. What did you do? Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, they will find me, officer. They will. What happens if they do? They'll kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. Well, I'm fucked for nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me. You sure? You said you studied Orange's Lit. What's with the fugitive stuff? I did. Also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of transitioned out of the whole culture scene. Why are they after you? Not nice, but it's not illegal. What exactly did you do? Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting. Any of the names of companies involved and who hired you. Job was Lusduin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of Luskop conglomerate. That was the second job. First was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. Sure. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Luskop and their friends in the moral intern. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive. Luksap, these people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. We've moved up from fourth and third world. Wow. Conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Earberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products. Papalolo! Yeah, Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. Michigan? Yeah, everyone knows the seat of power in the U.S. is really just the mitten. Yeah, that's a lot of shit you gotten yourself into. It is. Many people lost their jobs, not just C-suite, ordinary people. I did get into accounting. A lot of people got hurt. Well, that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. Alright. That's why she... When was the window changed? Last week. Took care of it. Another look around. And after this, reconstruct the scene. Our bedroom inside. Yes. See the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. Okay, fair enough. This is why she disguised her voice, I assume. You'd have us believe you're an idiot, but you are not. You have to understand the people around here. No one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. Kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol. Definitely called the cops. Now it's task complete. Could not have been a lie? That is impossible. Alright, so what happened? We were there, together. But I mean, tell me exactly what happened. Okay. He was in a kneeling position and it just entered me. I was on my back looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I returned back to him. His eyes were looking through me and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see... I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me. Then what happened? It's heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only has boots on. I bit the pillow not to scream and ran downstairs. Waited for the second shot to come for me. I thought there would be one. Never came. She's forgotten about her cigarette, but has burned right down to her fingernails. That's a reminder. Oh. Sorry this happened to you. So am I. What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible. 11:30 to 12:15. Don't know the exact time. Around midnight. It's okay. Were you inebriated? Not as much as usual. You've done a line, plus other things. I was drinking. But Titus said she was absolutely... Oh, wasted. Oh yeah, I did do one of his lines just to clear my head. Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this? No. What did you do then? Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on, crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. Still on the floor, slouched. Couldn't be in there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room into the hallway. Down the stairs. I knew there would be people there. When it happened, did you hear a gunshot? I may have. I don't know. Couldn't hear anything over glass exploding. The gunshot wasn't that loud. Must have been some distance. The people after you killed him. First thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break, and I thought they'd found me. They'd killed him to punish me. All last week I tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand earlier this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. So either way, it's something to consider. Anyways, what happened after you ran downstairs? But as one of the other mercs, Gunner, gives them an excuse to start war. Very well could be. Sylvie was tending the bar. She looks down. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. The union box was full. Kill the union off for the company? Wouldn't doubt it. But then, how would she know that they... Yeah, it could be. It's very interesting. Ruby's the other girl. Okay. The leader. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys. Nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen. Like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer. Would you say she's the 8th Hardy Boy? Why not? Nancy Drew. Let's go on. Ruby said let's talk upstairs, showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation. I can't leave a paper trail. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know. Takes care of things. I helped her get the body into the bathroom. Used the belt to pull him up under the shower to keep him upright. And they were tampering with the body. Interesting. Completely missed tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death? About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood. You know what it does. Alright. We're going outside to talk to Titus. Put his clothes back on, put his armor on too. Took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby also said I wouldn't see her for a while. She would lay low or something. I don't know. I haven't seen her since. Alright, well, we gotta talk to Titus again, apparently. Why did Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna ask her if she killed Laylee. He's thinking, are we done here, or... Classic 58% drama. Hey! Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirror and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you a real name, either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Huh. What? I don't know if this is me going crazy or what, but let's follow it. You wouldn't agree. You wouldn't give us a real name, not when people are after you. Okay. Okay, what? Okay, it's not. Good, you can tell me the truth. You log your work every week. It's all being transmitted to Common Sewer. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name, so I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. Like I have to all the time. Looks at her hands, her fingernails are chipped white. I'm so tired of it. Tell me your real name. Katerzine Alex. Smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so. It's a Grod name. Not occidental at all. It smells of motor oil, taiga, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism. Alright, so that's Grod then. My parents were Zimiesk immigrants, but I'm nationalized. Oh, jeez. All I remember is Orange. Let's use my father's name. And that was just an abbreviation. I used the nickname. Gave it to you. Teenage boy a million years ago. Alright. I'll keep calling you that. That's cool. You're probably not even Miss Orange 37, are you? I am. They can never take my sash and scepter from me. Enough. I don't think you made the call to the station either, though. You did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8102 for emergencies. There's an older woman on the other hand. Sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed. There's the emergency's desk number. But anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says. What kind of time of day did you make the call? Thursday night. It was late. Sometime after 12. That checks out. Alright. I don't want to arrest her. That rubs me the wrong way. What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinion somewhere in Martinet? That's me, Mr. Reasonable. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's a hangover or a temporary surge in the serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscious. Where is this kingdom of conscious? It's not a place. It is a moment in time that only can arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. It's an honorable goal. It is, isn't it? History's greatest catastrophes have been brought out by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Okay, but what's it actually like? It's difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe. It's post-capitalist, post-national, post-industrial, post-ideological, even post-sexual. I don't even know what it means. Yeah, we're gonna be moral cops now. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow? All right, then let's get there. Eventually. That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Rebel Shoal. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are going to be so much happier. Yes, perfect. The classic of we'll get to it eventually. I'm too busy for these things. I'm trying to become a rock and roll superstar, after all. Oh man, this has just been going back and forth between Titus and her. Oh yeah, we wanted to notice the window, right? What happened here? The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on a single bed. A two-hearted spider. So the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th, and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. Comes from the roof outside. Location A prime. Glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inward like a corona behind the woman's back. Let's inspect the figures. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. Never will. Death comes faster than the realization. Let's look at point A, shall we? The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels in a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. Composite location A prime. Most likely the origin points. Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? There could have been, and the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. So I'm what, 80% sure that the roof is where the shot was made from? 72%. A weapon that's good for medium range like a rifle or a sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. Perpetrator aimed with her back against the railing or possibly kneeling for precision. So to explain why it only took them one shot. Lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. Victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies. And any arguments against A prime? None that you found thus far, but it doesn't mean there aren't any. Could have come from inside the room. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. Fair enough. What about further away? That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible origin point in Martin A? Yeah! Let's do it. You need a map for that. Where do I get a map? I've been wanting a map forever. That seems like the political party of procrastination, and that's a party that I belong to. Bookstore. Thinking, well, the shot didn't come with the roof, right? Yep. Good. Come back to the map, compare the landscape to the radius of the shot. Okay, we shall come back at a later date. Because I think the shop's going to be closed. We'll have to come back in the morning. It's almost 9 p.m. I mean, you still have a couple things that I want to do before it gets really bad outside. Do you have any other things we want? Kingdom of Conscious. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll hold on to it for now. Let's start building up other things. Honestly, I'm thinking like physical instrument for one thing, or authority. Or start working back on these doubles. Visual calculus helps. Well, let's do that. We're art cop after all. We're gonna commit to the art cop. We're gonna commit so much to the art cop. Nothing can be stronger than art cop. Our criticism will go and end people forever. Alright. Ruby.
It's you again. What is it?
Why? Why do you need to talk to Ruby? Look, I need to pin this on someone, and I've decided to pin this on her. She's your real leader. The only man responsible for this unit. Alright, fine. Whatever. Too progressive for him, I guess. Sounds like you're making a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not going to throw under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit. Oh, what a nice guy. Thanks, Shanky. Ruby's missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation and become a suspect, you know how it works, guys. It's nothing. It's just legalese. You know, a sound theory. You don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. You can get fuck off now. I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking. From the corner of the eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush right behind the window behind Titus's back. Ooh. Alright. Now a solid 28% chance here. Nothing's happening. Pieces are there. They remain unconnected. No, we can do this. Squints eyes. Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again, the pieces are there. She could have done it somehow. Something else. Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming together. Why am I such an idiot? No one knows. Squint eyes harder. Still nothing, but that's okay. This doesn't have to turn to some kind of meltdown. You're just cop taking your time to present a theory. Right. Puzzle face shouldn't be the cool guy when he fails. I was supposed to be that. Shush, I'm more level-headed than you. That's my thing. Let's look at this as a learning experience. What are the components you need to implicate Ruby? No, he needs to say 500 years and I can't remember the first line. No, I just want to hear those theories, right? Components are access to the roof, weapon, and motive. Here's what you can do to make it easier. Come on, guys. Could find out what's behind the mystery door in the kitchen. For sure, yep. Can't get through the door. You know, the help doing a thorough search of this room. Maybe something's hidden. Crack her last defenses. Maybe she'll tell you something useful. Save 500 years. Can't remember the first line. No, nothing good will come of it. You just did the right thing by not saying that the last time. Do the nice, helpful guys said, and don't do the bad things. It's that simple. Alright, fine. We'll come back. Let's finish this autopsy off, though. And then when it gets a little later, I think we'll be able to search that room without... Because it's been closed off to us before. And then when it's open, people are inside of it. And we can't search. Let's see if this is any better. Nope. Not a strong enough pry bar. What a sad state of affairs. Perception. We know that there's a bullet in there, which gives us a plus 14. Yeah, we'll do that. We got 31. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand. His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. A moist ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, flying around like a scallop. Play with it. This feels right. The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. Let's look. Vision of black and dark death. Pried open by your hands, studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. There in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in his soft palate, you see a hole barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished, no larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius. Edges appear darkened. Abrasion collar. A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. Tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you put both in, you reach through his mouth right into his brain stem. Yes, that's what this part is called. Feel around first. Okay. This man will never sleep again. Never wake. Push deeper. Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There's no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. Tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. So it's right between the hemispheres of the brain. Fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. Cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. Fingers reach toward his skull. Cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper. Let's fish it out. Pick up the sharp metal bullet with your index and middle finger. All you need to do is just whisper, "I got it. I got it." Good, good. The fridge in the background buzzes with excitement. The inside of the head feels cold and smooth like a glove as you pull out. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges. Covered in blood, between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead. Unknown caliber rifled. Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift. No, you deserved it. You can log it later. 10. Drops the bag in your hand. Feels light. You need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate. Back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. How does that sound? Sounds like heaven. Opinion. Fatal injury. Concurs with both stories. Last thing, we should amend injury 3. Should have known. Yeah, I had my doubts. There's no signs of a struggle on his hands, no claw marks on his neck, but still. His brow furrows while his eyes glaze over. Yeah, that bullet holds more answers. Take a closer look at the bullet. I agree. I also think I need to wash myself. New task. Wash off the death smell. Oh, you really, really do. Glad to hear you say that. Your room should come in the bathroom. Please use it this evening. What's next? Bag the corpse, carry him to the holding pen of my Kanema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. What should I do in the meantime? Work on the case, tend to personal matters, try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. Leave that choice to you. One more thing. Great work, detective. No, this is good, because this is super late. He'll be back tomorrow morning. A little help carrying him. Take the hands, I'll take the legs. It's already 9 p.m. Which pretty much means he doesn't sleep, but I don't think the game will take that into account. So I think we should be good, and we won't miss him. Yep. Looks good. Now, what's left on the tasks? Ah, yes. Wash off the death smell. Yes, of course. Map from the bookstore. We could go check that out at the bookstore. I think it might be closed. Yeah, okay. Never mind. That's off the list for today. Working class husband. He's missing gloves. All armor pieces. Buy the pants. For some reason... Still search for them. Malignant entity, right? Track down the badge, still. Styling your paperwork. Put the clothes in the trash. Where's the armor? Reality lowdown. Drink it. Sing karaoke. Yeah. Yeah, we're going for Superstar Cop for sure. More or less good cop, bad cop. Honor 3. Yeah, okay. I like how we're doing ourselves right now. I mean, everyone's shitty here, including myself, but I think we've been doing a pretty good job. And a pretty hilarious job. This is for sure. Are they gone yet? No, of course not. Can I at least search in here? Doesn't seem like it. Any new info on that? Push, touch. Nope. Okay. Not helpful at all there. Yeah, we gotta wait, seems like. I guess let's go wash off the death smell. And we'll come back later for other stuff. Death smell washed. Ah, that soap scum smell. Smells like life. At least compared to you. Alright, let's a few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks like sad rubber duckies. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. Even being alone with your thoughts outside of the tub. Just linger in there a little. Nice. Let's imagine something. Ooh. You see the corpse. No! Ugh. Then houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the plain. Conceptualization happens so much. We heal all the time. I like how we leveled up for washing off this guy's like death gunk. I can definitely appreciate it. I like drama, so we're leveling that up too. I really like catching a lot of lies. Makes me not doubt things as much. Ooh, look, one bottle, please. Oh no, he's drinking that bottle. It's from downstairs. Also, can we sneak into Kim's room? Doesn't seem like it. Please. Damn it. Such is life, I suppose. How's it going, kitty cat? Well, let's get into a little bit of trouble, shall we? As for what trouble, though, I'm not totally sure. Could explore more. We could also just go to bed, I guess. At the same time, I kind of want those Union guys to be gone. Have we tried all of these buttons? Most of them. No answers. Boxing. 24-hour window. That's probably his brother. Fashion. Fabron's taxi. It'd be funny if Titus was the missing husband. Ugh. Oh, let's retry this then, eh? Nope, didn't work. Stealth a pinball. Empty card. Alright. Good to know. Yeah, nothing much here. Maybe we just go to bed, or... Yeah, because I don't think we have that much right now. A lot of stuff that we can't search out. Unless we could just pass some time. That would be kind of nice. Pass some time on a bench or whatever. Yeah, no. Let's just see what tomorrow brings, shall we? Heal health up. I wonder if Gart has anything new to say.
Can I help?
Nope. Gart's just a fart. Good to know. Yeah, let's see what tomorrow brings. We've got something we're waiting for, and no, we're all good. Let's have some terrible nightmares for our sleep, shall we? Or maybe we'll actually fall asleep this time. Nope.
Here we are again, my broken bud. Waves are coming.
It's not working out for us.
But you can't go. No. You have to stay.
This is what I get for staying sober.
Half aware of yourself.
Bad voice acting.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
But why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot. Because...
By the way, that pain in your right side is your enlarged liver. As for your kidneys, you've been really compounding the damage lately. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story you'll write yourself. I am an artist, and liver damage is my art.
Yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death.
Oh, I thought it was
You're
great.
just stuck here in the half-world.
Alright, just get me out of
Oh,
here then.
baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if you like took a lot of drugs before you go to sleep, that would do the trick. Maybe if you crack the damn thing, then you feel satisfied and tired. Holding the picture puzzle in your hand's complete.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it?
I just wanted to go to sleep.
That
That voice is like the
sweat
Rusty
best
Spoon
you
one.
can.
That's a
Gather
good,
your
that's accurate.
bearings. Rock and roll.
Put on your prettiest face for the masses. Another excellent night of sleep, I am sure. Ay, ay. Okay. Let's go, look in the mirror again. Do we still have mirror skills to... No, these are all still locked. It's a great face, though. Really is. Okay, fine. So hopefully Kim is here. Or is he just going to be gone for 24 hours? In which case we are going to be, we're going to be searching some stuff. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, these are new people. Who are these guys and gals? Horse-faced woman. RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Why?
Yes, I am.
You
I'm
cavalry?
definitely not the cavalry.
Okay, then what's
I
up?
don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I... I'm a deeply flawed individual, but I do bring joy in the
Do you
world.
now? Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer? Precinct are you from? What, precinct? Fucking deranged lunatic. You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong? You're the police, right? Cool, so am I. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Judith. Wait, is he police? Me? No, I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig. Okay. What are you, the police, doing here? I'm just looking out for no one. I'm just a man with sunglasses and you are a policewoman. Yes. Policewoman who just wants to do her job, that's all. Oh, okay. Goodbye.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I know. It's intentional.
Well, as far as disguises go, this is one of the best I've seen. I mean, I could swear you're an actual bum.
I mean, your wig's terrible.
Come on, Jean.
So.
It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Well, this guy matches with a face in your head. Similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise. So it's my partner? Let's just ask him. I'm not getting involved in this. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise? Yes, it's a hobby of mine. As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening, though. Who is this guy? Got some questions for you. I'm a cop. About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? A megastar. Yes. Superstar cop, of course. This again. Now he answers some questions for me? No. Don't you have to? No, he doesn't. If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. I'm gonna go with no right now. Alright, well, if you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things. Come on, Gene. Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things. Hear that? Who wants to hear you say things? Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping in your head. Okay, this person who was shot and then made it look like he was hanged. He might have been shot by the people who hanged him. I get it. Okay, well, what's his motive? To cover something up? Yeah, first guess, yes. It's quite possible. Hey, why am I telling you these things? I don't know. Why are you? It's like you felt to be intellectually stimulating. It would lead somewhere. Custom even? Strange. Oh my god, there's more. No, it's something more. What is it? I really can't recognize my own partner, can I? That's a white check. Let's try it out. Something that binds you to him. Is it a nurse's uniform? Yes, nurses. Why not? He's not a male nurse. I'm not going to ask that. Of course, you don't have to. Talk about anything you want. Fine. Alright, I'll see you around. Wait, that voice. Did you hear it when calling your station reporting your badge missing? Called in, you were there. That's the where you remember me from? I have a bit of memory trouble. I don't say. Goodbye then. Voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole. That was very
Again,
nice.
I can't believe this shit.
Yes? What is it?
You with him? Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask? He's an asshole. You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes. Please. I'll turn this into another exchange again, okay? Fine. I guess that's just the thing that's gonna happen now.
Can I help you?
I don't have 20 yet. I have 1979, which is different, I guess. What's behind that door? Okay, nope, he doesn't. That was, you know, we tried. So no one's gonna talk about why the police are here? Okay, cool. Cool.
It's you again.
This is easy. This is fine. No, it's great. I can't recognize anyone, apparently. Good? No? Great. Excellent. Good stuff. All very good. Good things. Oh, man. Let's grab a map. This is why you do drugs, kids, to forget. Apparently permanently. Hey, buddy. Maps. Please give me a map. I've needed a map for so
You're
long.
alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus. Yes, yes, how was it? Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear. It was a charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. Oh, I knew it! Such horrors have been thrust upon us. What else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. We located the entity. You don't have anything of substance to tell her until you found that entity of hers. Okay. Maps, please. These are board games. No. Do I just need to continue to walk around until I find stuff? I guess so. Display of books. Man from Heimdall series. Good God, how many are there? Rows and rows of Heimdaller men blur your vision. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall return to Heimdall. And the simplistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man. Maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the Sages of the End of the World. Man from Heimdall and the False God. Man from Heimdall and the Scorched Earth. Man from Heimdall the Heimdall Colonies. Man from Heimdall the Swamp Dees. Man from Heimdall and the Snow Crabs. Is that all? Not even close. Man from Heimdall and Hell. Man from Heimdall and the Forest Slaves. Man from Heimdall Under the Lake. Man from Heimdall, Heimdall Burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Heimdallermen, and so much more. Pain Threshold Medium 10. Do any of these books call out to me? No. Nothing of interest, only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation. Storekeep, tell me about these Muscle Man books. Oh, Man from Heimdall. Very popular series of adventure novels. Look, Heimdaller Man, the man from Heimdall. No. Not until I've paid my rent. Rent always comes first, unfortunately. Let's continue searching. These are Dick Mullen series. Spook novels. Let's do a display of books. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misinterpretation of the physical attributes and the arduous everyday work of the actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of the books found on the shelf? Oh, God, no. What's over here? Anything of note on the shelf? Storekeep. The Greatest Innocence is an important educational tool. What is innocentic power? Very influential historical figure. I don't have to tell you that. Your law officer and law officers have at least some education. Yeah, I remember. The book is also very daring. Author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tiered order of things. So you recommend it? Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise. Definitely something personal inside. That's great, but what I really need is $20 for rent. Shelf of paranormal books. Medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. Okay. How about here? That looks mappy, right? Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden in the alcove. They're held up by loose pins. Maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulined, a map of Rimshol, and a map of Martinez. Nah. It's 90 cents. Okay, so that should be good. The risk is not worth the reward. That's for sure. It's 90 cents. We'll find some way to make up the difference. Easily. Excuse me. So with that, we should be able to just assess if there's any other points that a shooting could have happened besides the roof, which is still very likely. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I literally don't have any tasks for Wednesday yet. What a time to be alive. Okay. Yeah, we want to do this with the map, right? Have the map. Extrapolate the radius to include our Martinet. According to your map of the district, the shot could have come from a wide-angle location, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, B triple prime for the islet detective. Alright, let's look at the boardwalk, shall we? 700 meters away, likeliest to the B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he did a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, perpetrator would have to take wind direction into account. Okay. About Land's End. 1.2 kilometers away. Least likely, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. How about the islet? 1 kilometer away. Unlikely point of origin beyond the docks somewhere on an islet in the bay. There are islets, badly charted as they may be. Shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. Is an extremely narrow field of vision from the bay to the window. Angle would have been extreme and access to aisles is questionable. Think it could have come further from the roof, Kim? Let's say any of these three. Given this a lot of thought. Are those locations singled out in addition to the roof? What is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Much less than the roof, but still. Okay, well, we should see if there's gunshot residue or sniper's nest if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out, one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, go into the roof version. Sure. Seems fair. Oops. Nope. Not what I want to do. Okay. So they're not leaving. That's just their new thing. Fair enough. Did not examine the bullet yet? Correct. Yes. It's just kind of finishing some stuff off that had been lingering. Good enough. Alright, radio again. Anything more about the owner? Mercenary's name, a few biographical details. Alright, shoot. Suit of armor was issued to a citizen named Ellis Courtenaire. Exact date of birth unknown. Okay, so we got his actual name now. Neonatal Care Unit. Found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm, he spent 4 months in a neonatal, survived, and assigned to a foster family at the age of 2. So ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the military academy at 17, then served in the Orange Forces until he was honorably discharged in 41. Then the armor followed him to 79, as at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of employment in Cornell or any other incarnations. I have what's connected with Cornell is the armor. Even that is a small miracle. These organizations really double-check their inventory. Thanks, Alice. Great work. It's found in a leaf compactor. Any information on the foster parents? Okay. Well, that helped a lot still. Done with the radio call. Cool. Do that. Detail, go to the journal, and then map. Okay, well that wasn't helpful. Let's look at the fractured bullet. Bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Alright, what do I do with you, bullet? What? I said, what do I do with you, bullet? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me. That's a good idea. Find out who owns it, we will likely have found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. Conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better. Let's feel it through the bag. There's some sharp edges where the jacket is split open, feels cold even through the bag. You wouldn't have ordinarily handled this. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. Citizens Militia uses cast bullets only, little pebbles of metal loaded in from the muzzle in a cartridge. Inspect it closer. Jacket is made of yellowish metal, has blossomed out to reveal a dark gray core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. On the jacket. Little hairlines. Feels standard. The core, quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. Okay. Jacketed bullet would be shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinique. You know what? That is why we've been carrying that antique pistol around. If the people of Rivicol haven't carried the breech-loading weapons like that for nearly half a century. Yeah, we got a similar rifle on hand. You aware of the name of the antique rifle you found? Encyclopedia says this came from a breech loader. Revolutionary period rifle. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Antique or retrofitted antique. Make was a 4.46 caliber, rather used within the Belma-Grave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. BM dominated the battlefields in the Revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have such a rifle with you. Dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly, but the bullet would probably fit the chamber. No one's still making these rifles, but Zielger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war, so there's still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. Quality was appalling. So, only people who use these rifles right now are antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order. What are you thinking? Bullet? Well, I think I know where this came from. And it's got to be the roof then, right? There's no way something like this from 50 years ago, which is probably in bad condition, would be that easy. Shot probably came from a Belma-Grave rifle. Antique. That makes sense. Can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around. Why not? Laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their mother's little loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end. The moral intern is who enforces it. Imagine if everyone had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload after the first shot, second or third, and so on. Become much easier. Don't worry, there's no political statements here. No, none at all. Oh, boy. Victim mixed up with some guerrilla foreign fighters or an antiques enthusiast. A lot of political commentary aimed, well, yes. Next step, finding the gun itself. Alright, has nothing more to say. The bullet has spoken. So what's new? Oh, there's new people here that I can't talk to, apparently. Oh, what's this? Waterlock control panel. Let's pull it up. Secret task complete. Close the waterlock on Wednesday. Okay, well, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. Please continue your wanderlust for now. Don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on. But this is where we need to go, my man. Show me the map. Martinez waterfront is where we have been. Yeah, look at this. We have all this stuff that's possible. We've got access to this, and that's it. More or less. Fisherman shacks, church. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff. We will touch that on our next big actual stream. We'll go across the river and see what's cooking. Not today. Not today. Boardwalk, Land's End, Island. Yep. Saturday bonus stream? Oh man, I need a break one of these times. Gotta take naps and stuff. And the super secret Sunday stream. Yes, of course. The super secret Sunday stream that we always do. No, good. Okay. We got the map, so I'm happy there. Need to present a theory, which means we need to continue to explore. Shot came from secret passages, time paperwork, yeah. You ever figure out what that yellow plaque does? So secret you don't hit the stream button. Yeah, I don't even tell myself about it. Otherwise someone would know about it. Oh, alright. Let's go pay off really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna pay off, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream there today.
Can I help you?
Definitely seems like our next step is exploring across the bridge. Like, for sure. Saturday and Sunday are going to be Pokemon time, I assume. It's more, I've got a couple of friends that, well, one friend. He's visiting from, he's gone to vet school in Arizona for the last, for like his PhD or whatever. And so we haven't seen him in like 4 months-ish. 3 months-ish? 4 months-ish. He left late August. So, well, that's still 3 months, isn't it? It's gonna be a little Pokemon, but mostly we're gonna meet up with him and hang out since we won't really be able to see him during Christmas time. So it's just a it'll be a nice thing. Yeah, and then we'll be back next week with this, obviously, all week. Possibly another Friday stream next time? Maybe. I can see it happening. But it won't be this early, because it was only this early because I could get home. Because I didn't work today. Either way, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you'd like to leave a follow, or just come hang out again some other time. We will be back Monday. We'll be on American time, Tuesday on. Sick. Fly safe, though I'll probably tell you that on Monday, too. And from Kitty and I, thanks so much for watching. And we'll be back Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, possibly Friday, all with Disco Elysium and the other side of the map next week. Till then, have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.